Hey everybody, Max coming here. It's Little Cutie Podcast. It's not too long. Oh, today I'm not joined by 3.5 Fat Boy Zoro. Sorry for 3.5 Fat Boy Zoro fans out there. We got no pug snoring in the background today on today's podcast, which is a bummer. Maybe I could add it after in post. Just record him snoring. Little pug snoring. Anyway, did you guys have a cute little weekend? What'd you do this weekend? What'd you do? Did you finish your Christmas shopping? Christmas is coming. Only 2 more weeks. Only 2 more weeks until Santa Claus is here. Were you good this year? You know what I usually do? I'm just bad all year. And then the last 2 weeks before Christmas, I just volunteer a lot at the homeless shelter. I'm just doing drugs and banging prostitutes for 11 months out of the year, but then the last 2 weeks before Christmas, I volunteer at the homeless shelter. Hopefully Santa will take notice. Bring me a PS5 this Christmas. I don't know. It all depends. Actually, maybe I want a PS5 next Christmas. Because I want to get the PS5 Pro. I don't want this regular PS5 that can't even run 60 frames per second at 4K. I need a PS5 Pro, okay? I don't want to switch between performance mode and graphics mode, okay? I want to have them both. I want both performance mode and graphics mode at the same time. I want 4K 60. Sony, you made a PlayStation 5. You can't even do 4K 60. Anyway, did you guys see that the new trailer, Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, dude? Grand Theft Auto 6, dude. Grand Theft Auto. It takes place in Florida, Miami, dude. Yeah, the game looks pretty great there. The graphics look pretty good there. I said, I guess it's coming out in 2025. Is there release date there? So you gotta wait more than a year. I bet it's gonna be coming out for the PS5 Pro. I think that's why it's probably coming out in 2025 because they're waiting. They're waiting for the PS5 Pro to be announced, or maybe it just doesn't run. I don't know. How do it all depends. Anyway. That was actually there was a lot of game trailers recently because they had the game show there. What other game trailers were there? I think it's called Rise of the Ronin. I think it's called by Team Ninja. There, that looks pretty cool. Really want to get it. Swing a katana, fly around with little wings. That game looks pretty cool. Yeah, because those people made Neo. I think is it Team Ninja? Wait, let me Rise of the Ronin. Let me check this. Rise of the Ronin. Rise of the Ronin. Yeah, by Team Ninja. And Team Ninja, they're the ones that made Neo, right? Is that right? Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, they made Neo. Which, if a lot of people like the Dark Souls game, but I always hated the Dark Souls game because the controls are terrible, and it's really slow. You press the button, and then half a second later, your character moves. It's like, hey, dude, okay, I don't have all day to play this game. Okay, I want fast reaction time. I want the guy to move when I press the button. All right, I don't want to have a 1 second delay between all my moves. This game sucks. Why does everyone like it? Anyway. But I think people just liked it because it's hard because you can die easily. I think the hardest part about it is just is the patience required to wait after you press the button. But that's what's great about the Neo games. It's very fast. It's very difficult, but also very fast. And but those Neo games, they kind of didn't have any story at all. They're just there's no story. The graphics kind of sucked. It was just based on gameplay, basically. It was a pretty fun game, So anyway, that's why I'm very looking forward to Rise of the Ronin, because it looks like it's going to be the same kind of gameplay, but actually with an actual story. And a decent world setup. So that game looks pretty cool. Hopefully, maybe I'll get it, but maybe not, because I only have a PlayStation 4 and a Nintendo Switch. Were there any other announcements there? Yeah, I guess Hideo Kojima is making a new horror game called OD, Overdose. Guess he's been taking too many drugs recently, so he wants to make a horror game about getting baked, having a bad trip. Dude, in this video game, you take some acid, but it's bad acid. And it just makes you trip balls. That's the game. It's fun for kids of all ages. Don't do drugs, kids. Okay, anyway, let's see. So this weekend, I had a roast battle. I was representing Germany. versus the UK. It was pretty fun. Well, it was great. It was great fun. It was a fun night for everybody there. There was laughs, there was tears, there was emotions. Everybody had a good time. Yeah, it was fun. I felt like our battle was the best of the night there. We got the most laughs. The guy I was performing with, Jay Yamaki, he's one of the best over here in Tokyo. Very good joke writer. And yeah, we both had good. He dressed up like a red coat there. Like the guys with the black hats and the UK guards. I don't know what they're called, but they're wearing the red coats and they got the furry black hats. He got one of those costumes. So he dressed up like that, and I tried to look as German as possible. So I wore black. And then I had like a red T-shirt and like a yellow scarf there to represent the flag there. So we were both like cosplaying as our respective countries, which the other combatants didn't do well. The one guy from Italy, he like wore the flag there from his hometown, but yeah, I mean that's difficult. It's hard to cosplay. It's like, come on, man. But I think that's why the audience liked our performance the most, because we put a lot of heart into it, and our jokes were decent. I think all of his jokes and all of my jokes, they all laughs, except a couple of jokes of mine didn't get super laughs. They were just like kind of chuckles, but that's because I messed up the delivery. That's what's tough about these roast battles. You write all these new jokes, and then like you only get one chance to perform them. You don't really get to practice there. So like before the show there, I was kind of practicing alone by myself. But then what I notice, your brain kind of gets sick of recalling the same information over. I'd look at my set list, and I'd be like, okay, recall this joke and perform it, and my brain would just be like, fuck that. I'm sick of recalling this joke. I don't want to recall that anymore. I just want to chillax. But anyway, it was a fun night. Yeah, this one dude heckled me a little bit. I got one heckle there because I was talking about the titles of Prince William there. Because I was making a joke about how the royal family, they don't have last names. I mean, they technically have a last name, but they don't ever use it. Their names are just like their titles, and their titles change all the time. Depending on like their ranking or whatever. So like Prince William, when he was a young boy, a young rapscallion, his title was Duke of Cambridge. And now his title is Prince of Wales. And that might confuse some people because like Wales is a country in the UK, and I guess he's technically English. It's like for him to be Prince of Wales, he's not Welsh. But anyway, that's his actual title is Prince of Wales. William, Prince of Wales. And this one dude in the audience, after I said that, he said Prince of Windsor. And that's not actually, he was wrong. For a second there, I thought he was British, because the royal family, their house is called the House of Windsor, right? It's Windsor Castle, right? But that's not William's title. His title's Prince of Wales. This fucking guy, he heckled me with the wrong information there. He's like it's Prince of Windsor, And I'm looking at him, and my mind's going like, is it really? Did I Google that wrong? Did Wikipedia lying to me? And then but I want to do the punchline there, So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, whatever, dude. And then I just kept going there. But, hey, if you're going to heckle me, do it with the right information, okay? You can't heckle people with the wrong information, all right? Maybe Google your shit before you heckle, dude, all right, next time? Maybe don't interrupt my joke set with your wrong heckle, dude. All right, well, anyway, he's a paying customer, so, paid my salary that night. Yeah, it was fun. It's fun. I really like the roast battles there, because it makes me write new jokes. I wrote 12 new jokes, and I usually don't write. This past year, I haven't really written any jokes at all. Guess I'm just too lazy. If you kind of just sit down and think of a topic and write some jokes, if you got to put in the work. I guess you really can just kind of sit down and write jokes. I always wait for jokes to come to me naturally and just write them down. But I guess if I was a professional comic, I could just spend time every day just sitting down and writing jokes. If you want an hour-long special, you need 180 jokes. That's basically, you need a joke every 20 seconds for 60 minutes. So that's basically 180 jokes. So if you can write 180 jokes, you can have a stand-up special. You just got to write 180 jokes and make sure they're not shit. Anyway, that was a fun weekend. Of course, we also had the UFC We also had the UFC on Sunday there. I had two bets. Won one, lost one. Won one, lost one, so I ended up winning $5. But the one I lost was fucking bullshit, dude. It was Tim Elliott versus Sue Matajiri, you know. And Tim Elliott's like, this is bantamweight. Tim Elliott's like 36 years old, and Sue Matajiri is like 29. So it's like, all right, well, old men shouldn't be in bantamweight there, you know. Of course, in the beginning of the fight, Sue Matajiri was kind of piecing him up on the in the striking there, his jab. He was jabbing him pretty good there, but then Tim Elliott just took him to the ground and submitted him. And I was like, there goes my $10. There goes my $10. That's bullshit. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu isn't real, dude. Then, of course, we had Nasrat Hakparast, or the unevolved Pokemon version of Kelvin Gastelum. He was looking hot there. He's got hot hands. Knocked out Jamie Malarkey. Yeah, he's looking a little better his last few fights there. He's still young. He's still only 28 years old. He's won his last 3 fights. He won his last 3 fights. But, yeah, he's looking a little better. Maybe he's getting a little better. His hands are getting faster. He's getting fast hands, so, yeah, watch out. Watch out for Nasrat Hakparast. He's up and coming. Then, of course, we had Khalil Rountree Jr. versus Anthony. Anthony, you're coming from my family, Smith. Yeah, I bet on Khalil Rountree there. Because Anthony Smith is he's been knocked out too many times there, you know. Yeah, I thought Khalil Rountree's got definitely better striking, definitely much more power puncher there, and Anthony Smith, you know, he's got better jiu-jitsu, but it didn't even go to the ground there, you know. And, Khalil knocks him out. He knocks him out, and it's like a slow motion knockout, you know. Anthony Smith is like, he's like lost his balance. He's like falling to the ground there, you know. Khalil Rountree just, instead of just smashing him in the head, he just like raises up a fist. He's like waiting for the ref to stop the fight, you know, because he clearly just knocked him out. And even though he's like still slightly conscious, you know, he lost it. From the time he got hit with the punch until he fell on the ground was like 3 full seconds. Like he hits him with the punch, and then Anthony Smith like loses his balance and can't even stand up straight, and then falls over. That's like 3 seconds there. Which you should definitely stop the fight there, you know. If a guy like doesn't fall down immediately from a punch, but then 3 seconds after the punch falls down, you know, something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong with his brain there, you know. Khalil Rountree, he just holds up his fist, you know. He's powering up like Goku, you know. He's powering up the what was it? The spirit bomb. He's powering up the spirit bomb, ready to unleash it down on his head there. You know, he's looking at the ref. He's like, all right, do I have to do just one hammer fist here? Just destroy this guy's head, right? I mean, he's going to be announcing my fights in the future, so I don't want to destroy his head there. But, you know, eventually the ref stepped in there. He's like, yeah, okay, he's knocked out. I don't want to see you just slam him down with that hammer fist you've been powering up for 3 seconds. So good on Khalil Rountree, man. Yeah, I really like that guy. In his interviews, you know, he's a real down-to-earth guy. Real nice guy, you know. He's done it before, too, a couple of times, I think, where he holds back, you know. It's very nice. I respect that in the fighters that hold back, that don't give more CTE to people that are clearly knocked out. That's not very nice. Don't do that. That's not very nice. Then, of course, we had fan favorite Song Yadong versus Chris Gutierrez. That was a good fight, man. You know, I bet on Song Yadong. But I was worried about it, you know, because Chris Gutierrez is like on a 5-fight win streak or something like that. And, yeah, he had like knockouts. He had a couple knockout wins, you know, so Song Yadong, he's a good fighter, but he kind of has like a couple holes there, you know, like, I noticed this one, you know, he's always like, he doesn't move. He doesn't circle his opponents, you know, he doesn't move to the left or the right. He's always coming down straight there, you know. I think he could really learn how to circle like Wonderboy Thompson does, you know. Steps to the right, steps to the left, kind of circles the opponents, kind of get them off their footwork there, you know. Song Yadong doesn't do that at all. He just kind of comes straight at him. And second round there, Chris Gutierrez just kicks him in the head. He's coming straight at him, so he gives him like this straight front kick to the face. It's like gadoosh. And it's like, oh god, I mean, I was worried about my $10 right there. He was Chris Gutierrez was kind of piecing him up. Not really piecing him up, but it was very competitive in the striking there. I would say Chris Gutierrez was doing better in the striking there, but then Song Yadong was like, all right, well, I'll just wrestle you. I guess I'll just wrestle since we're kind of even in the striking there, and you just kick me in the face really hard. I think I'll just wrestle, So then round 3, round 4, Chris Gutierrez just gets wrestled on the ground there, It was great. Uriah Faber, the California kid, he's Song Yadong's coach, and Song Yadong gets him down, takes Chris Gutierrez down with like 3 minutes left, and you can hear Uriah Faber just like, you don't even want to get up, dude. Just score points, dude. Just keep him there on the ground, bro. Just keep him there. You just scoring points. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Yeah, Song, dude. Just keep scoring points. Yeah, that's good. That's good strategy. Good coaching from Uriah Faber there. Just win the round, dude. Just win the round. It's a 5-round fight. Just win the round, So then he does it again the 4th round, Just takes him down. Chris Gutierrez, he doesn't know what to do. He's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get up. Yeah, he was cheating. He was grabbing Song Yadong's gloves. He was grabbing the cage there, He was complaining about Song Yadong hit him in the back of the head, but it looked like it was like behind the ear there. So I don't think it was actually back of the head, but it probably felt like it. In the 5th round there, 5th round, the opening of the 5th round, which is it could have been an even fight. The first 2 rounds were competitive. They could have gone either way. I felt like. So it could have been 2-2, It could have been 2-2. That 5th round could have been the decider. You never know. You never know what these judges, who they're taking bribes from. If they're taking bribes from China, they're taking bribes from Russia. Who are they taking bribes from in this fight? Chris Gutierrez, he just got dominated on the ground for 2 rounds. Then as soon as the 5th round starts, he just like goes for like a Iminari roll. It's like where you purposely roll on the ground, try to grab your opponent's ankle. As soon as the round starts, he just rolls on the ground. Now he's on the ground. Song Yadong just jumps on top of him. It's like, hey, dude, that was the biggest mistake. Why would you do that? It's like your only advantage was in the striking. And I don't know, he just like purposely gave up, I guess. I don't know, maybe he was looking for a way out. I don't know. Maybe subconsciously he was looking for a way out or something. He wanted to lose the fight subconsciously. I don't know, that guy needs therapy. I think that's what he needs. But yeah, all the announcers, as soon as he did that, they're like, oh, why did you do that? That's got to be the biggest mistake ever. Why would you even do that? Yeah, it was pretty big. It was a pretty big mistake, He might have had a chance to knock out Yadong if he kept it standing, But instead, he just decided to roll on the ground. Big mistake, dude. Anywho, yeah, of course, during the prelims, we had Japanese up-and-coming flyweight Tatsuro Taira. It looked really good, man. His wrestling, his jiu-jitsu is very good, especially for flyweight. There's not too many. Most of the flyweight guys are like boxing guys. So Tatsuro Taira, I was kind of disappointed. Like his jiu-jitsu is so good there, and his wrestling's so good. He had Carlos Hernandez down. He was like fully mounted, and then Tatsuro Tairo's like right hand was completely free. It wasn't like holding him down or anything. And I'm sitting there thinking like, well, why aren't you punching him? Start punching him. That hand has been free for 10 seconds. You're not even doing anything with it. Why don't you just start punching him in the face there? You start punching him in the face there. So I don't know. Maybe he needs to. He should train with Alexander Volkanovski. Learn how to do some ground and pound, dude. Ground and pound. That's how you win fights. You just ground them and you pound them. That's what I do to my ground beef. I ground it and then I pound it. You know what I mean? Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.